Hello everyone. Today we'll be looking at an overview of how a computer system works, as well as the different options we have for local and online storage of information. We'll work to identify parts of a computer system and explain how they work together, plus examine different file storage methods and their pros and cons. Let's start with looking at the computer system itself. The main components of a computer system are the central processing unit, also known as the CPU, the operating system, or OS, and the network adapter. There's also a few parts of the memory system that make a computer operate: the random access memory, better known as RAM, and the hard drive. All of these parts of the computer system work together by communicating in binary code, which is a string of zeros and ones that tells the system what to do and what information to display. The OS uses binary code to tell the CPU what to do, which can be anything from running programs to transferring data to processing word inputs. In order to actively run programs, the computer uses the RAM to store short-term information that it can access to make programs run smoothly. If information needs to be saved in the long term, like downloading a new program or saving a file, that information is saved to the hard drive of the computer itself, which serves as local storage. This visual shows the flow of information. The user inputs what they want into the application, for example, the file search on a computer. The OS tells the hardware, the CPU, how to access the information on the hard drive. The hardware then feeds the info back to the application through the OS, which displays the results to the user. Although these processes can all be completed locally, the network adapter comes in when we need to access the information online. It serves to connect the computer to the internet and opens up a whole new side of computer usage, which we'll be talking about as we discuss different storage options. There are many different types of storage options, so let's do a quick overview of them. We have the hard drive, which is the local storage built into the computer. There's also a few different options for physical data storage, including flash drives and DVDs. Lastly, and what's been gaining popularity over the past few years, we have the various cloud storage options that rely on an internet connection. Our physical options are the hard drive, flash drives, and DVDs, so let's take a moment to compare them. While you'll have a hard drive built into a computer, you can also get an external hard drive that can serve as a separate storage location. These are usually storage devices that connect to the computer via a USB port. They can range in physical size and storage options, but many are about the size of a wallet and can hold at least 1 terabyte of information. Flash drives, also known as thumb drives, are a smaller external storage device. They also connect to the USB port of a computer, which is great for laptops and desktops. Flash drives come in a variety of capacity options, and it's easy to move information onto and off of them, as well as organize information into folders. DVDs are another physical media storage option, which can be great for audio-visual material that you plan to display on a TV or a computer screen. Your device will need a disk drive to be able to use DVDs, and while lots of desktops have them, many laptops do not come with a built-in disk drive. There's always the option of getting an external disk drive, but may not always be practical depending on the circumstance. Another thing to consider with DVDs is how they store information. You can buy a blank disk and add or write information to it, but some DVDs are not rewritable, meaning that you cannot erase the information on them and replace it with new data. Any of these physical storage options can hold documents, programs, and audio-visual files, but depending on where and how you want to use them, you may find a preference for one of these options. The main drawback to physical storage options is that they are not usable on devices without the required hardware. If you need to access information on a smartphone, for instance, you won't be able to plug in a USB flash drive. So, in addition to the physical storage options, there's several virtual storage options, also known as the cloud. While there are several examples of virtual storage options like Dropbox, Google Drive, and Microsoft's OneDrive, they all work in a similar way. Cloud storage options have become one of the most popular storage options in recent years because they're very convenient for accessing information from most places or devices. As long as you have a network connection, you can access the cloud from a laptop, desktop, or smartphone. Cloud storage also makes it easy to share files. You can share documents with people to view, or add them as a collaborator to work together on a document from different devices. There are a few downsides to cloud storage that we need to keep in mind. First, you will always need a network connection to access cloud storage. If the internet is down, you can't plug in a USB and get your files like you can with physical storage options. Since all data uploading and downloading is done online, some large video or photo files may also be compressed in the process for more efficient speeds or storage capacity, meaning you can lose some detail in high-quality images. Additionally, unlike physical storage options, cloud storage is vulnerable to hacking. While each online storage company has their own safety protocols, if your coworker's Google account gets hacked, someone can virtually access all of the information on their Google Drive, as well as modify or delete it, which could lead to loss of information if the files are not backed up somewhere else. This leads us to the last point about cloud storage. While it is useful, especially for collaboration in the workplace, never rely solely on cloud storage. You always want your information to be backed up somewhere, either to a computer's hard drive or physical storage device, so you don't risk losing it to hacking, network issues, or changing cloud usage policies that may lock you out of your information. I hope this presentation was helpful. You can also find more details about the physical parts of a computer and various storage options at these links.